Transformations in CSS3. The transform property in CSS3 can be used to display the element from a different angle. That means you may want to rotate it, or move it, or zoom it, or twist it. Majorly, we have 4 types of transformations, that is scale transformation, rotate transformation, translate transformation, and skew transformation. The scale transformation can be used to zoom the element, that is zoom out or zoom in. That means internally it will change the size of the element, either it will reduce it or increase it. For example, when the user places mouse pointer on the particular element, you want that particular element should be zoom in. For that case, we have to use a scale. The second type of transformation is rotating. So when you want to rotate the element, you require to use the rotate transformation. For example, there is an image and you want to rotate it when the user places mouse pointer on that or when the user clicks it. For that case, we have to use rotate transformation. And the translate transformation can be used to move the element horizontally or vertically or both at a time. In the translate function, you can specify x and y values at a time, that is horizontally and vertically at a time. Translate x means only horizontally, translate y means only vertical. So my goal is that when I place the mouse pointer on a particular button, the button should be moved towards left or towards down. For that case, we have to use a translate transformation. And finally, we have skew transformation. Skew transformation will twist the element. Let me demonstrate the transformations visually. For example, this is your element, can be a div tag or span tag or paragraph or whatever it is. Now, when you apply rotate transformation, it will rotate either clockwise or anti-clockwise. If you mention negative value, that will be anti-clockwise. If you mention a positive value, it will be clockwise. Now, when you apply scale transformation, it will increase or decrease the size of the element visually like this. And when you apply translate transformation, it will move the element horizontally or vertically like this. And when you apply skew transformation, it will twist the element. For example, it will become like this. Now, let me show the transformations practically in the program. Now, I want to apply the transformations for the state div tags in the web page. So on state hover, I am going to apply transform. By default, there is no transformation, but we are going to apply scale of 2. So what do you mean by scale of 2? The default scale is 1, that means 100% its original size. But scale of 2 means double the size. That means internally it will multiply the width and height into 2. For example, the width is 200 pixels and you have applied the scale of 2, then the width becomes 100 into 2, that is 200 pixels. Now place the mouse pointer on any one element. Its size becomes double. But I want the same should be happened gradually instead of sudden change. We already know how to do it. That is transition, right? So when you want to change the property value gradually, then it should be thought of transition. So I'm going to apply transform property with transition, that is 2 seconds of transition. The default scale of the element is 1, that means 100% size. When the user places mouse pointer on the element, the change from scale 1 to scale 2 happens in 2 seconds. Now try to place the mouse pointer on any one element. The scale happens smoothly, that is in 2 seconds. You can change the size of the element by changing the scale value. For example, I am going to make it as 1.3, that is 130%. Now try again. It is 130%. That is when you place the mouse pointer on the element. Now let us try rotate transformation also. By default, rotate transformation is 0. That means no rotation by default. Now I am going to apply rotate transformation as minus 45 degrees. So it should rotate anti-clockwise since it is negative value. Now you can notice it is rotating anti-clockwise when you place the mouse pointer on the element. And when the mouse pointer is out of the element, it is converting back to original position. In case if you mention positive value, that is for example positive 90, it will rotate clockwise. You can apply any number of degrees, that is 0 to 360 degrees. Now I am going to apply translate transformation. For example, horizontally 20 pixels and vertically 30 pixels. You can also specify individually, that is translate X or translate Y. So we are going to apply only translate transformation, but not rotate or scale transformations. Now notice, the element position is being changed 20 pixels horizontally and 30 pixels vertically. Finally, we are going to apply skew transformation, that is for example 40 degrees. And it will twist the element like this. This is all about transformations in CSS3.